Yeah, hey everyone, Brown with you from TheGameCommon. We're back doing our AI-only championship series here in Civilization 6, and we are on to group stage number 5. Group stage number 5, we got Gorgo, we got Gandhi, we got Saladin, we got Pedro, we got Cleopatra, we got Catherine the Magnificent, we got Philip, and we got Mali. So this is basically a group with, three-time winner Gandhi, and also one-time winner Pedro, and then a whole bunch of religious civs. So this is going to be an interesting one. Random number generator ended up on Pangaea, which is exciting because Pangaea is one of the better maps. The funny thing is none of these are like super aggressive civs, so like of all the maps to be on Pangaea, this is like probably like one of the more hilarious ones. Although maybe we can get a religious victory, maybe, just maybe. Everything else is as normal. We actually got the turn timer going. We left off barbarian clans. I just don't think it's gonna work, just because I like the idea of barbarians actually attacking, and then dramatic age has been left unchanged. So we will once again launch into the game, and we'll be back in 1 minute. All right, let's do this. Let's get this reveal all going. Hopefully, actually the map looks pretty okay. Whoops, reveal ack. What is it? Mars invasion? What the freaking heck is that movie? Mars attacks. A little bit of Mars attacks. Ack. But anyways, all right, top north-ish, we got Brazil. Then southwest of them, we have Sparta. And then we have Magnificence Paris on the far west side. Gandhi is in the middle south area. Mali is in the north middle area. There is no one in the south middle. Yeah, the middle's kind of wide open. I mean, I guess Egypt's there. Southeast, we got Saladin, and then Spain above them. So there's actually quite a bit of room here. Yeah, this map is going to not be as aggressive, at least as I thought. At least initially, we're going to see quite a few people being fairly peaceful. Thus far, everyone seems to be settling. We'll have to see if Magnificent actually throws down her second city, which we're really hoping so, because I really don't want to reload this, because this map looks like it's okay, and so I don't want a broken AI, which I still don't know what happens with it, why sometimes they just don't want to settle. So anyways, there's this huge area of land here that might be Saladin, might be Egypt, could also be Gandhi. So I gotta say, man, there's a lot of pressure on Gandhi in this game. Like, dude is the only two-time winner. Yeah, it's a two-time winner because he's the only duplicate winner, right? It's not 3 times. I think it's just 2. Anyways, he's the only one to have won it twice. So, or at least more than once. So there's a lot of pressure because it's like, you gotta at least make it out of the group stages, right? You know, it would be really disappointing to be a winner and not even make it out of the group stages. Now, Brazil, long story short, they kind of cheated to get their first one, or rather Brian was kind of really dumb on that one. Also, Russia kind of got screwed, but that had to do a lot with the AI mod we were using at that time to actually play the game. So basically, long story short, Russia probably should have won that first one, but then Brazil won it, even though technically Brazil shouldn't have made it to the finals, but whatever. They are a winner, okay? That's all that matters, is because Brian declares it and no one remembers what happens. And don't go back and watch it. I mean, you can go back and watch it and give me the ad revenue, that's fine, but don't tell me what happens. Anyways, Gorgo's at 4 cities. Magnificent is at 3. India's about to throw down number 4. Brazil's only at 3. They're a little slow right now. Same thing with Mali. Although Mali's got the 4th one popping out. Spain, only 3. Don't see the 4th settler. He is currently working on a barbarian encampment. And then, Saladin right now is only at 2. Saladin's really far behind. I think he might have lost the settler. Yeah, he must have lost the settler at some point, probably to a river flood, or actually most likely the volcano exploded and killed him. What volcano is that? Well, we know it exploded because we see the stuff around it. Yeah, so that's actually kind of hilarious and kind of bad. Now, you might say, oh, restart. Now, that's part of the game. That one, I don't mind so much. It's one thing if the AI is stuck on one city. Also, seriously, if there's any civ that's going to be able to, like, succeed still, it's going to be Saladin. Also, we know Saladin will get one of the religions. He has to have one of the religions. Doesn't look like anyone has a religion yet. Yeah, I don't think anyone has a religion yet, so that's okay. Spain is currently going for a religion. No surprise there. Doesn't look like Egypt is going for a religion. Hey, are we going to tick over? Interesting. The game kind of froze. Huh. All right, well, we're going to go back to the main menu and we're going to reload into this turn and figure out what the heck happened. I don't think anything broke with the game. I think we'll be able to continue on. This is one of those things that happens, but it's somewhat rare. So anyways, I guess we'll be back as soon as we load in again. Well, that froze the whole game, actually. I had to hard reset the game. So we'll see if everything is working okay, which I think it should be, which it was turn 32, right? So as long as we get to turn 33, we're good. I mean, things are still moving right now. So yeah, not entirely sure what happened there. The game just decided to freeze. I'm still turn 32. Come on, hit us to turn 33 here, man. Are we actually still going? Why are we still on turn 32? Why is turn 32 taking so long? All right, we're on turn 33. There you go. Actually, was I just looking there? No, whatever. We're good. So Spain got their religion. That's good for them. We know that Saladin is going to get one of the religions. I'm actually somewhat surprised Saladin's never been as successful or never been that successful in the AI only series, just because he is always guaranteed to get a religion, which is always going to be some points for him, which is good. Well, it's going to help him at least. So we got 4 there. Cleopatra's still only at 3 cities, but she's got room to grow. Gandhi's at 4. He is building another settler, and the Varu are popping out. Now, this is actually interesting because didn't Chandragupta end up competing against, where was Chandragupta? Didn't he also have Greece to deal with when in his group? I'm trying to find him. Indian, Chandragupta. And I thought he had pikemen he had to fight. Maybe that was someone else that had to deal with the pikemen. Anyways, India having to deal with the unique pikemen is going to be rather interesting. It looks like Gorgo's going on the offensive. France, Magnificent, is at 4 cities. Looks like she's going to go blow up Rapa. I don't know if she'll be successful in that. Greece right now only at 3 cities. Trying to get number 4 down, but it actually looks like we're about to get a war there. And we are, actually. Mali Actually, you know what? No, I think Brazil ended up declaring that war. Okay, so did India get declared on? Yes. All right, so that's not surprising at all based on what was happening. You're still only at 4. You're still only at 3. And you're only at 3. Spent a little too much time throwing down your religion, but that's okay. Is that foul bay? Fish, get out of the way. Like foul. Like this is a foul smell. What is that called? Show resource icons. It is Foul Bay. Oh my gosh, what an awesome name, man. So he does have the Varu, which I think is just going to absolutely decimate, especially since she doesn't have any of her pikemen yet. They're not pikemen. What are they? The Hippolyta, the hoplites. Oh my gosh, Brian. It's early. It's 11:20. Shut up. The coffee hasn't kicked in yet. Okay. Arthur just immediately got wrecked here. Also, that Varu is giving him a really good defensive garrison strength as well. I mean, 39 there. What's the Arthur at? Arthur's only at 36. So, yeah, that's going to be pretty hard to conquer at this point. It looks like Mali did beat back Brazil. Okay. Gao got thrown down up north of Egypt. That is a Mali town, but that is going to flip. So that is a little unfortunate. Everyone got golden eras, which, you know, I would say happens 95% of the time on deity. The AI is always going to get that golden era. Greece is still pushing, but yeah, this is going to set Greece back. Like we said, anytime you declare a war, same thing with Brazil, you declare the war, you don't accomplish anything, generally it's not going to be a good day for you. Generally not. So she is still, and actually now that she's suzerained of it. So I think she was going to go declare war, and then all of a sudden she got the suzerain, and then it was like, yeah, no war. Sometimes the AI just, you know, they're fun like that. Egyptian troops are just kind of like everywhere. I'm wondering what she's thinking. The funny thing is she's probably the one civ here that really should be early warring, because she's got like the best early game unit with the chariot archers. And yet she's the one that's not. I mean, the Varu are technically better, but the Varu are slightly later. Just a teeny bit later. So, yeah. But that's okay. And I mean, really, I don't know if you necessarily, especially on this map, I don't know you need to do a domination victory to actually win. Okay, let's look at score then real quick. Saladin's in first place, which I was actually wondering on. Why would he be in first place? He only has 1 wonder. Yeah, there's only a couple wonders out right now. It looks like there's only 2 wonders out, 3 wonders out. Yeah, there's 3 wonders out currently right now. And he is actually about to build another one. So Saladin popping out the early wonders is making up for his lack of cities. Spain ended up taking over Gao. I think he actually conquered it is what it looks like. So unfortunately, that's going to be an Egyptian town. It's just a matter of time. Yeah, he did end up declaring war and taking it. It was kind of just like low-hanging fruit there. Greece is still attempting to take over India, and India is still just holding on. That's what makes India just so good, is because they get that Varu, and it's just such a hard unit to conquer early game. Like, there's just really nothing that counters it that well, except potentially a hoplite, which, of course, she's not running with at all, which is just absolutely bad. Crazy. I was about to swear again. Man, dude, what is with Brian? Family-friendly channel, and yeah, he keeps swearing. Okay, I had one swear word in the past couple months. Okay, calm down. Everyone's allowed at least one. Spain is going to throw down city number 5. Actually, city 6 if you include Gao, but I don't, because Gao is going to flip over to Egypt. If it ever does flip to Egypt, that's going to give her some points. Now, Mali is actually moving. Mali's getting trapped here because Brazil kind of settled towards Mali, and then Mali's kind of going in the wrong direction there. Mali needs to start grabbing some of this crap down here and blocking it off, at least in the west coast of the Foul Bay. Unfortunately, well, or fortunately, I don't know. As long as she's not at war with Egypt, as long as he's not at war with Egypt, he'll be fine. But Egypt's got a lot of troops there. Remember, Egypt wants large troop counts. Mali doesn't have a large troop count. Mali does have walls, though. So I think Mali's going to be okay. But, dude, Brazil is going off, man, on them right now. And also trying to take Kabul here as well. Huh. Oh, interesting. India still doesn't have walls. Well, they're about to pop out walls in Delhi. But they don't really need walls because they got the Varu. Seriously, just put a Varu in the town and you're safe. Magnificent France is looking pretty strong over here as well. Saladin's still in first place. He did get the second wonder. Gorgo's actually in second place. Interesting. I would not have assumed Gorgo just because, you know, her failed war here. Very early, though. Very, very early. Kabul did go to Brazil. Would not be shocked if all of a sudden we saw India and potentially Greece go to war against Brazil. That's Gandhi. Brazil. He is denounced. He's still only at war with Mali. Interesting. And he actually raised one of Mali's towns. Dude, Mali's getting absolutely destroyed right here. All right, so Gao is flipping to Egypt. Gao. Is that like, get it, Gao? Like, would it be pronounced the exact same way? I don't know. It's a good question. 3, 4, 5. Actually pop another wonder. No, that's his unique building, right? Yeah, that's his unique building. That's not a wonder. So he might not be wonder obsessed then. Still, he's popped out more cities, and he's actually starting to settle down here, which is really good. He's starting to cut off Egypt. So long term, that's going to, I mean, if he can grab that whole territory, he's going to be set. Spain's popping out another wonder. Spain is one of the more disappointing civs in the game, I have to say. They're just not particularly strong. It also kind of sucks because, like, Isabel and Spain in Civ 5 are just, like, one of my favorite, if not my favorite civ. And I just don't really like Spain in this game. I don't know. They're just kind of like, they're just a weak hybrid. I mean, because you really have to have, like, foreign shores. I mean, foreign continents, which, I mean, he does, but it's just, I don't know. Too many restrictions, man. Too many restrictions when you can have civs out there that are just freaking awesome without it. All right, so Egypt did declare war finally on Mali. 2 out of the 3 remaining Mali towns have no walls. And, okay, there's a catapult. I was like, how are these going down that quickly without a catapult? But, yeah, it looks like Nani is going to end up losing its walls. They're not going to be able to raise Nani down. So I'm intrigued to see what's going to happen there. Twaideni, we're going to see if Brazil or if Egypt's going to grab it. Egypt doesn't really have melee troops. They only have, what, 1 warrior there? So they're not really going to be able to take too many towns. Speaking of which, I mean, I guess Brazil's got the swordsman there. So yeah, Mali is not looking too hot. The only thing he's got going for him is the dramatic ages stuff. Well, at least the ages. And here's the other thing. He is probably looking at a dark age, which means he's going to end up losing another town, unless, of course, both of these get conquered before. So what might happen, actually, what I think is going to happen is I think this one's going to get conquered. I think this one's going to flip, and then I think this one's going to get conquered. That's what it looks like might end up happening. All right, Spain is settling, actually conquered Brussels. Interesting. So we now have both Spain and Brazil having grabbed city-states. Okay, so the group that I said wasn't really going to be that aggressive has had probably more aggression than any of the other groups combined. Never mind, Nani's actually going to fall pre end of the era. Well, at least theoretically should. Actually, Taiwanese is not going to fall because there's no melee troops over there. Nani, I don't know. Brazil just needs to like send their horsemen in. Huh. Interesting. Why is Brazil not using their horsemen to take the city? Well, they have a knight incoming. That knight should grab it next turn then. Taiwan Denny just got whacked with a freaking sandstorm. Anyways, but that was a horrible timing on that sandstorm. Yeah, I think. Well, dude, Brazil, look at what Brazil's bringing right now. Oh my gosh, they are going on the aggressiveness, on the aggression. Oh, Ardogust is actually going to be the town that's going to flip, not Jenny. That actually was the clutchest city we have ever seen from the AI, which the AI didn't intend to do that at all, but that basically kept their one city that actually is still alive, and kept it from flipping. So everyone got a Dark Age except Magnificent, Egypt, and Saladin. Interesting. Okay, so Spain got a Dark Age. Spain got a Dark Age. Spain got a Dark Age. Spain got a Dark Age? Did they have Gao? Oh, they had Gao, didn't they? I guess they must have still had Gao. And then Memphis was Egypt's one that flipped, which is actually probably now going to end up flipping over to Saladin, I would have to say. Yeah, I think it will. 1.5. Yeah, it's going to flip over to Saladin. Interesting. Still early, though. Chennai flipped. Corinth both flipped. That's going to put some loyalty pressure here, but nothing's flipping. Yeah, nothing's flipping yet. Brazil got the Golden Age. And Magnificent got the Golden Age. Okay, interesting. Just taking a quick look and seeing if there's anything major, and the answer is no. So are you gonna actually grab any of these, Egypt? Brazil? Or are you just gonna kind of like hover around and just keep shooting them down to 0? Interesting. He now has crossbows. Crossbows, I've not mentioned it yet in the series, but crossbows are kind of the great equalizer. They're one of the best things at just defending for the AI. Like once the AI pops up crossbows, it's kind of very similar to getting walls, or at least like Renaissance walls and stuff like that. Is basically, I would say about the time crossbows pop out until maybe modern tanks come out, taking over cities just becomes really, 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 really difficult. Just because the crossbows do really good damage. Dude, Brazil's not attacking the town. They're just standing there. I'm not sure what's going on with that. Huh. Interesting. So Memphis is still flipping over to Egypt, it says. Gao's going to Egypt. Chennai's flipping to India. Corinth is flipping to Brazil. Interesting. And France the Magnificent is continuing her quest here. So, okay. Brazil really, like, dude, I have no idea what happened to Brazil. He had the opportunity to grab both of these towns. Same thing with Egypt, and they ended up with neither. Huh. Really weird, man. Saladin and Magnificent are first and second. Not surprising because they both got the Golden Age. Spain is Pedro captured Kabul. Oh, interesting. See who jumps in on that. Spain captured Kabul. Sorry, that was Brazil captured Kabul. Gorgo, Gandhi, and Mali. So I actually said that was going to come. It just came a little later than I was expecting. Can India and Greece do anything? Yeah, I don't think so. Also, Brazil's at 44 defensive strength there. I think Brazil's fine. Yeah, Brazil's rolling in the tech right now. So, okay, Brazil ended up grabbing another town and raising it. Dude, Brazil the Conqueror, Pedro the Conqueror, man. Oh my gosh. That's his third town. Right? Because didn't he capture another one? Well, he captured Kabul. He raised that one, raised that one. I thought there was a third one he captured. Or a fourth one. Either way, still, dude, he's rolling, man. He is rolling. So, how goes the religion game? Yeah, we only have 2 religions right now? Well, we have 4, but they've not even converted themselves yet. Huh. Interesting. So, kind of surprised with all these religious focused civs that the religion's not playing a bigger part. All right, so they did end up with Memphis, and they did end up with Gao, and they did end up now at war as well with Spain, it looks like. Yep, they're also at war with Mali still. Will Spain be able to grab Gao? I mean, they should be able to grab Gao. Freaking 25 garrison defense strength. Although they got the walls here. If they can pop the walls out, that'll change the game. Probably not, because Spain doesn't have any troops there. Yeah, I think Gao's going to stay the same. Dude, Mali's looking kind of sketchy right now. He has, like, pushed back Brazil, though. That's just weird. Like, if you had told me before the game that Brazil was going to, like, absolutely destroy Mali via war, I would have been like, what? That was not expected. And Magnificence just continuing her magnificent streak here. Greece is going to need to do some stuff here. She's starting to fall behind. India, how is India doing? India's near the bottom, too. Actually, what's funny is Cleopatra's second to bottom, which I wouldn't have guessed. With Gao and Memphis, you know, I would have thought it would have been a little bit, there'd been a little bit of worse spot. They are going to grab Kumasai. If they actually attack, yeah, there you go. So they did grab Kumasai, which is another town that might bump them up a slot over Gandhi. And not really, though. Saladin, I mean, I guess we have like 2 tiers right now. Saladin, Magnificent, Pedro, and Philip are kind of all in that first tier. And then we kind of got the second tier down there. And other than Mali, pretty much everyone's still in it at this point. Kind of impressed that Brazil is so far down. But I mean, then again, when you raise all the towns you conquer, I suppose you're not really going to get too much era score or too much score. Corinth is going to flip to them, though, here in 2 turns. And if they can put this city right here, that's going to be a good little starting city. It is a knight versus a knight, although they should have the advantage because they do have the great general. However, Himiko is not too far behind. So we'll see whether or not Himiko can... Yeah, I wonder actually what would... So, Knight plus Himiko versus... Really? Okay, that's a river. That's fine. But anyways, Knight versus Himiko versus Knight versus Great General. I actually wonder which would win. Yeah. Huh. Because Himiko adds plus 10. The Great General would only add plus 5. So I guess Himiko would win then. Yeah, that would actually make sense now that I said it. Say it out loud and actually, you know, do the math. But anyways, the Chechens get knocked out by Spain. No wonders here right now for Saladin. I think long term, I mean, Saladin's best chance at this point is going to be Empire score. Okay, he's building Forbidden City. And then religion, but he's not really building as many wonders as I was kind of thinking. It looked like he was going to be popping out, at least initially. IWNW is also building the Chechen, and they are a little faster. Okay. So it looks like Egypt's going to grab the Chechen then, which is good because she needs to catch up. So, I mean, Spain also needs to catch up as well. Huay's getting popped out by Brazil, but that's a very long one. Okay, so Dark Age. So if we got a reverse Dark Age, oh, I thought that was the ocean. I was like, wait, what? So if we got a reverse on the Dark Ages and Golden Ages here, how screwed over is France? I don't think she's screwed at all. It would kind of suck for Brazil because they would lose Corinth, but not really into the world. And Saladin, they would lose Mecca, but then Damascus would probably flip too. So that actually could really come back to bite them. Yeah, Saladin can't afford a Dark Age right now. They're going to need to get a Golden Age, I think. 14 turns. They still got a little bit of time. It's been a long era. I will say this has been one of the longer eras. So because of that, I would be kind of shocked to see too many Dark Ages. If Mali gets a Golden Age, I would also be shocked that they are going to be the one that, you know, yeah, it makes sense they would get a Dark Age. Also, can we talk about how they use the same artwork for the walls for the horses as they did for the walls for the city? Never really noticed that before, but yeah, it's actually the exact same artwork, just slightly smaller. Like they squished it down a little bit to make it a little smaller looking. Those aren't ancient walls, but I mean, I'm just trying to think, would they have used stone walls? I guess they probably would have to put around their sheep. I mean, let's see. You had shepherds. I don't think they really had walls for pastures, right? Yeah, they wouldn't have really had walls for pastures because they had shepherds and stuff like that back then. I don't know. Also, the designs never update as you go through the eras, right? Which I will say, that's the cool thing about humankind is that kind of stuff actually does update. Although I don't think they have as much variety when it comes to the different, like, resources. Like I think everything kind of looks the same, or it just looks like the city. I just don't think there's as many individual artworks But I don't know on that. That would actually be something to look into. But every culture has a different artwork as well. So, yeah. Spain's looking pretty good, and they still got a lot of room as well. Spain's got a chance here. I don't think I really ever gave them much of a chance because they're usually kind of hot crap. But, like, with all this room over here, they have a lot of room to grow. And let's see, what's science looking like right now? Is anyone falling behind? Gandhi a little bit, but Gandhi's got a decent culture, so not into the world. Mali is pretty bad. Cleopatra's really falling behind in both. Pedro's falling behind in culture, but he's doing good in science. Saladin's doing okay in both. Gorgo's actually the best, I think, right now. And remember, every time she kills a unit, she also gets culture as well. So, wonder if we'll see a late game push from Gorgo. We'll see. We'll see. This era is going to be very intriguing. Will Brazil get a Dark Age? Will Saladin get a Dark Age? Gandhi is throwing a city down here any second, which if he gets a Dark Age is going to be the one that's going to flip, which would be kind of hilarious because it's going to kind of stop him from expanding in this direction. In some ways, it would probably be better for India if he's going to get a Dark Age not to throw the city down. Like, I think this is one of those situations where you'd rather have this city and end up losing like Chennai, which is just going to flip right back, where this city wouldn't. But I think he's okay. Diplomacy victory, religious victory. Philip's actually winning, but still got a ways to go. And I see the Gandhi apostles all through here. So that's where, I was kind of seeing where Gandhi was on the whole scheme of things. Interesting. Magnificent France declared war on Egypt. I think that's an emergency war because they're going for Kumasai. She's got some crazy strong units, though. I mean, she's not going to be able to take it right now, but still. We got to give her credit for freaking declaring war halfway across the country. And by country, I mean world. All right, so France did get the Dark Age. Not completely shocked. Not really that big of a deal. Brazil did get the Dark Age. It says it's flipping back to Brazil, Corinth. I don't know about that. We'll have to see. Yeah, we'll have to see. Saladin got the Golden Age. Okay, so Saladin didn't get a Dark Age. Brazil's in a really bad spot all of a sudden. Ooh. Mali is going to grab their town back really quickly here. There's still a battle over Gao. And yeah, Saladin's still fine down here. I'm wondering if the battle out of Gao is a jump off the Kumasai emergency or if they were still just fighting from the get-go. I think Egypt shall be okay, but this is bad for Brazil. Brazil was looking really good, and I don't think they're looking too hot right now. They need to get Corinth back, but see, here's the problem. They're going to lose Kabul before they get Corinth. Yep. And Recife? Man, someone told me that one time, but it's been a long time since I played with Brazil. That one's also going to flip now. And then Porto Alegre is also going to flip. Probably before Corinth. So, if anything, I think Corinth is going to end up in the hands of Greece. Would not be shocked. France is going to get Avion back. I'm bad with French. Okay, calm down. And let's see. How did the war over here go? Gao is still flipping, but still held on to by Egypt, at least at this current time. And I think Mali is going to be able to grab their town back, but at this point, it really isn't that big of a deal. Guarhalos also flipped. Wait, did he lose 2 cities? Or did this one just randomly flip? It is interesting. This is the first time, at least with our updated, and I didn't change anything. So unless the game files changed, which I don't think they did. You know what? We can pop this out real quick. I will pull it up just to double check and make sure that my game files didn't change. But let's see, where is that? That is in the local drive. That is in program files. That is in no. It's in my other drive. Steam apps, common, Sid Meier, Civilization, DLC. This was in not the Byzantium. No, yeah, Byzantium one. And then data, and then dramatic age mode. Click it, and it's right at the bottom. No, I don't care about Internet Explorer, please. No one uses it. Nope, still at 3.5. Okay, so it didn't change. So I guess we're seeing that it can be a little dangerous, depending on the situation. I'm wondering why they got punished so bad by it. They got the governor neutralized. So someone mentioned I need to actually disable this. And yeah, 100%. Yeah, so that's what ended up happening. They ended up losing all their governors. So that's why everything's getting flipped so quickly. Yeah, I do need to figure out how to disable that. I have no idea how to actually disable it. I don't know where it is, and I have no idea how to disable it. But I do agree that that's probably a policy we need to get rid of, because the AI does it, and then they just get themselves absolutely screwed. Irony here, Aduagahust ended up getting conquered by Egypt, but Sao Paulo is now going over to Mali. So Mali, who knows, might be able to grab some towns out of this. Yeah. I can't, like, turn it off, right? Like, if I went here, I can't change your policy, right? I can. I don't know if that actually did anything, though. Nope, they switched it right back. Dang you, AI, man. I'm trying to help you out. Jeez. All right, that's fine. Avian is still about to flip back. India doing good. None of this stuff. Corinth is going to flip here. Kabul and Raklief, I imagine, would go to India. So Gandhi's got a good chance here. Ironically, Saladin's looking weaker and weaker as the game's going on, just because everyone else is kind of starting to school up here. They're starting to get a bunch of crap going. But he's still in first place right now. Aiden did flip. Was that? I don't know why that one would have flipped. I don't know if that was someone else's town. Not entirely sure. Porto Alegre is now gone. Bellum is 6 turns. Katibia is about to flip. So there is still the dramatic age punish. This is interesting. So I am now wondering if maybe 3.0 is the number. This is the first kind of like game we've played where it's like civs are actually on top of each other. And this is the first time we've really seen the dramatic age mode be this punishing. So I guess maybe it just depends on the map, but maybe 3.0 is still is still maybe the most safe one where it's not quite as punishing. Honestly, here's the thing. If I got rid of the policy that deletes all governors, that would probably make up for it. Yeah, maybe the 3.5 wouldn't be as bad. I just got to figure out where that is. I wonder, hold up. I'm going to write that down real quick. That actual policy. Samo, yeah, and we're going to write it down so I can, like, maybe the wiki will tell me more about it. SAMODERZHAVIYE. Okay. So yeah, maybe the wiki will tell me where it came in. I actually, now that I think about it, I think I remember all the policies are still listed in like the base game files. Like, I don't think they're in any of the DLC game files. I think they're in the base game files. I think they're all listed in there. I mean, even if we could just change it so it doesn't delete all governors, that would just be better. Like, the amount of times we've watched the AI kill themselves because of that particular policy is like a lot, for sure. All right, we're gonna wrap this episode up here. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, drop a like, comment, let me know what you think. As always, hit the subscribe button, join the game, comment, and show your support. So Corinth is still flipping. Can she hold on to it? She can if she puts a governor there. Kabul is gonna flip over to India, which then means India should be able to grab some of these other towns. So India could be storming back here. Now, what's interesting was... I'm stuck. There we go. Were there any wonders in any of these towns? No. Nah. So it's just like straight era score, or empire score then. Okay. Well, anyways, we'll figure out next episode if Brazil can hold on, whether or not Mali's going to be able to make a comeback, whether or not Egypt is going to be able to hold on to their stuff, and whether or not Saladin's still going to be able to hold on to first place. So till tomorrow. Bye, everyone.